Hi class, I hope you're excited because today we're going to talk about a form of Japanese poetry called haiku. Have you ever heard of haiku before? If so, awesome. If not, I'm excited to teach you a bit. So what is a haiku? Haiku is a style of short-form poetry that originated in Japan. Traditional Japanese haiku consists of 3 lines that appear in a 5-syllable, 7-syllable, 5-syllable pattern. Haiku also includes a kigo, or a seasonal reference, meaning that most of the time haiku talks about either an event or a scene or something about nature. Now I have a little YouTube video for you to explain a bit more about what a haiku is. Now generally I would have the video narrate itself, but Miss Delaney cannot figure out how to do that today, and so she's just going to read it out for you. All right, let's begin. How to write a haiku. So what is a haiku? We just talked about this, but here's a different definition. A haiku uses just a few words to capture a moment and create a picture in the reader's mind. It's like a tiny window into a scene much larger than itself. How do we format a haiku? So there's 3 lines. First is 5 syllables, second is 7 syllables, and the third is 5 syllables. But what's a syllable? A syllable is a single unbroken sound of a word. So as she's showing here, there's 5 syllables in the first line, 7 syllables in the second line, and 5 syllables in the third line. So let's try one together. Step 1, select a type of haiku. You could do seasonal, nature, or holiday, but we're going to do nature. Step 2, pick a topic. Flowers, clouds, trees, grass. All right, looks like we chose trees. Step 3, think about what is different in your last line. What observations do you want to make? Step 4, time to start writing. The trees sway gently. So the trees sway gently. The birds sit on top of them. The birds sit on top of them. Don't poop on me, birds. All right, so now we're going to check our syllables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Good job, guys. And so now it's time to write our haiku. All right, so let's go back to the PowerPoint. Before we begin writing our haiku, I want to ask you just a few more questions to review. So where did haiku form poetry originate? If you said Japan, you're totally right. Second question, how many total syllables are in a haiku poem? Well, let's think. There's 5 in the first line, 7 in the second line, and 5 in the third line. So 5 plus 7 plus 5. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 7 is 17. So if you said there's 17 total syllables in a haiku, you are correct. Uh-oh. And the last question is, what sort of things does haiku typically describe? Let's see, we wrote about the birds and the trees in the last one. So what could that include? Maybe nature? Yeah, for sure. Haiku typically describes nature or events that occur in nature. This could include the weather, or maybe the seasons, or maybe animals or plants. All right, now let's look at a few examples. So this one, you can see the little bird and the little hedgehog. On a frozen twig, the little bird dreams of spring. Oh, to see the sun. So now let's count out the syllables. On a frozen twig, the little bird dreams of spring. Oh, to see the sun. So on a frozen twig, that's 5. The little bird dreams of spring, that's 7. Oh, to see the sun, that's 5 more. If you need help counting out your syllables, just clap them out like this. On a frozen twig. And if you need help remembering how many you've counted out, just use your fingers. Another example, this one is about the rain. Splish, splash, puddle, bath, raindrops march in spring parade. Wake up, sleepy earth. So let's count this one out. Splish, splash, puddle, bath. That's 5. Raindrops march in spring parade. That's 7. Wake up, sleepy earth. And 5 more. Awesome, now it's time to try. So first, we're going to practice together, and then I want you to explore on this website a little bit on your own. But the website is called writeahaiku.com. So let's check it out here. All right, what should we write our first haiku about? I think the sun is shining really bright this morning. Should we write about it? Alrighty, let's try. The sun shines down brightly. Oh no. How many syllables is that? Let's count it out. The sun shines down brightly. Oh no, that's too many. That's 6, isn't it? So if you look over here on the right-hand part of the screen, it'll count how many syllables it is. And over here, if it goes over the syllable count, it'll go down to the next line. So we have too many, so let's go back. So what if we just said the sun shines brightly? How many syllables is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's perfect. And see right over here? It says 5 syllables. Casting a smile. Casting a smile. That's 4. Down on earth. How many is that? So we see over here it's 7, but let's count it out. Casting a smile down on earth. Birds dance in the glow. How many is that? We check over here, it's 5, but let's make sure. Birds dance in the glow. Alrighty, now let's read the poem together. The sun shines brightly, casting a smile down on earth. Birds dance in the glow. Awesome, good job, guys. So now, at the end of this lesson, I want you to explore and practice writing a few haikus on your own so you'll be ready for tomorrow's workshop. But before we go, I want to review a few of the things we went over today. So, 1, haiku is a style of short-form poetry that originated in Japan. 2, it is composed of 3 lines. First line, 5 syllables, second line, 7 syllables, and third line, 5 syllables. And lastly, haikus typically describe nature and include topics such as weather, seasons, plants, animals, etc. Alright, so now I'm excited. I want you to practice a few poems on your own today so you can be ready for our next class period, which will be a whole class period writing workshop, and then we'll be able to share our haiku poems at the end. Awesome, I will see you guys soon. Bye!